Pavor Nocturnus is directly responsible for sudden infant death syndrome. There's a spirit that it lurks around. It can be sent to you by a person who practices witchcraft, or it could be on its own. It has a built-in mechanism in it that follows after the devil who was kicked out of heaven, who he says he's going to and fro, seeking who he may devour. The spirits do the same thing. Sometimes you can provoke them to do things, or send them out, or they'll do it on their own. They'll do it on their own. If you have a nice house and you're not a Christian, but you got a nice house, a nice car, nice this, that, and the other, and you get too happy. Everything's and you just had a brand new baby, and you're not saved, and they want to, I guess, torment you just for the fun of it, they'll go in there and they'll choke your baby to sleep in the bed. Don't care if you lay your baby on his stomach or his back. Some doctors say lay the babies on the stomach. Some doctors say lay it on his back. Whatever direction or position you put that child in, if that child's not protected by God and you're not saved, the child is wide open for Pavor Nocturnus, night terror, dealing with the noose. There's 3 ways that this spirit attacks people. It has wings. It'll smother you with the wings. It'll choke you with his hands, or it'll put a noose around your neck. I prayed for a friend of mine, the full gospel businessman, years ago. He was one of the chapter presidents, and I was there doing deliverance in a town here in America. I won't say which one it was. And after I got through praying, he said, it seems like something is choking me, like a rope is around my neck. And we can literally see like a rope around his head and around his neck. And I said, that's Pavor Nocturnus. And during the meeting, this thing jumped on him. While he was up ministering, it jumped on him. He said, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. You can literally see the rope around his neck. And the people were gathering around, and they said, we've had this happen to us at nighttime too. And I said, that's called Pavor Nocturnus. And we prayed for him and rebuked that thing. And that thing fought us and fought, and it was like he didn't want to leave. And we stayed there. He said, in the name of Jesus, come off, come out. Take your hands from around him. Take your rope from around his neck. It came out, and he's been delivered now going on 20 years from that. See, my people destroyed for lack of knowledge. A lot of people, they're choked at night. They're way down in the bed at night. They're pulled off the bed. They're raped and sodomized by an invisible spirit. They don't know. That's not Pavor Nocturnus. It's another spirit. But they sometimes will double team you and triple team you. So sudden infant death syndrome, 9 out of 10 times is because of spirit that choked that child to death. Now, in Japan, there was a hotel, I forget the name of it, but there was a hotel in Japan that 20 men went to this hotel. Each one of those men died in their sleep. They were choked to death by a spirit. It got to become such a bad epidemic that they literally closed the hotel down, and then after that, they brought in bulldozers to tear the hotel down. And you know anything about Japan, space and land is limited in Japan. There's not a lot of space to build there. And for them to do that, it had to be bad, because it takes a long time to get some space in Japan as it is. And then to tear a building down, it took a long time to get. It was really bad. And it because that spirit, Pavor Nocturnus, was choking those men in their sleep. It was choking them. And you can look up on the internet, you can see that very hotel, that very building. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's in their cyberspace somewhere. You can pull it up. They couldn't figure out why these men, that don't even know each other, came in to stay in the hotel, and they found them all choked to death in their sleep with no forced entry of any kind. It's because it was a spirit. Somehow that spirit got attached to that building. It could have been that somebody didn't like somebody else. There's another way it works. Didn't like a business deal that went by. He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send that spirit there, and we're going to cause your hotel to go out of business because you hurt me. People do that all the time. It's called wishcraft, W-I-S-H craft. They can wish something up on you. Spirits get a hold to it. They'll go carry that out. And you don't even have to be a witch or a practitioner. You can be somebody that's unforgiving or have practiced unforgiveness, rather. And you say, I just wish something would happen to that business. The spirits of hell will come out and they'll go in there and they will set up camp there and they will start hurting people on your behalf. And you don't even practice witchcraft.